Really, Asylum? Really? You, you, you're, you, Santa Claus? Really? Have you not seen this box art? Really? You're taking a YouTuber, a very, very good-natured and good-hearted YouTuber, and taking him to court over Santa Claus? Okay, for those of you who may not be in the know, allow me to tell you what has happened to a fellow YouTuber who you might know by the name of Bobsheaux over this past few days.
Hey guys, I just received a phone call from Asylum producer David Garber, who incidentally wouldn't give me his name again when I asked for it. I had to look up his phone number on Google. And he asked me why I felt it was okay to post their movie Santa Claus on my YouTube channel. For those of you who aren't entirely up to speed, I currently have a strike on my YouTube channel because the Asylum issued a claim on my Let's Watch of their movie, Santa Claus. I told him very plainly that I applied new commentary and insight to the movie, which falls under fair use. But he insisted that it did not fall under fair use because it was copyrighted material, and his company owns the license. I then told him that, under fair use, I don't need a license to add the commentary to it that I did, and he proceeded to tell me that now that he knew my reasoning for using their movie, he would be pursuing this in court. He didn't so much as offer a counter-argument as to why I was wrong to do what I did. To be honest, it really sounded like he had no idea what fair use even is. On November 19th, 2015, during the Daddy Derek debacle, YouTube issued the following statement. YouTube will now protect some of the best examples of fair use on YouTube by agreeing to defend them in court if necessary. We are offering legal supports to a handful of videos that we believe represent clear fair uses which have been subject to DMCA takedowns. We're doing this because we recognize that creators can be intimidated by the DMCA's counter-notification process and the potential for litigation that comes with it. While we can't offer legal protection to every video creator, we'll continue to resist legally unsupported DMCA takedowns as part of our normal processes. But in spite of this new policy, YouTube is allowing yet another entity to abuse their broken copyright system. So my account is still going to be in bad standing, and for the time being I'm just going to have to post my reviews on my pirated Bobsheaux channel. And it looks like I might be headed to court. Over the past few weeks, I have come out in defense of other YouTubers facing the same unfair takedowns and demonetization of their videos. At this point, I don't know where this is going to go, but I am asking for the same sort of support in return. Just like Derek Savage, who also did not understand fair use, the representative from the Asylum is standing by their false copyright claim and not allowing my strike to be removed from my channel. I know I'm not as popular as some of the other channels that have been affected by unfair copyright claims, but I'm hoping that the YouTube community will rally around Bobsheaux just as we have for I Hate Everything, Channel Awesome, and others. So, where is the fair use? You won't find it at the Asylum.
Yep. A fellow YouTuber, a YouTuber I respect and admire, and just an all-around good-hearted and good-natured and a really good video maker, entertaining reviewer, is going to court over the Asylum's Santa Claus. I've really been wanting to hold off on making a fair use video because pretty much everyone's been in this fair use movement for a while, but you know what? This bullshit has gone on way too long now for me to stay quiet. I know I'm just I'm a really smaller channel, but you know what? I'm speaking my mind. I am raising my voice for this because this YouTube copyright bullshit is getting absolutely ridiculous. Now, as you all may know, several other YouTube channels, some that Bob have posted in this, talked about in this video, have been having problems with fair use. I mean, you know, Alex from I Hate Everything, Your Movie Sucks, the Channel Awesome, the Nostalgia Critic even made an entire video called "Where's the Fair Use?" that pretty much launched this entire movement of YouTubers in this movement of helping to protect people from like copyright claims and helping to stand by their fellow YouTubers. And I'm joining this movement. I'm not saying I was never a part of this movement when it first started, but I'm the this has gone on for far too long, and the studios, the Asylum, Derek Savage of Cool Cat Saves the Kids, that rat. I mean, other studios have been abusing the YouTube copyright system for far too long, and I cannot just idly sit by, on my channel and not talk about this sort of thing when there are people far more knowledgeable and and more just more knowledgeable about this sort of thing than me. I've only been starting this this review series of mine and all these different videos I've been making, but no, this is nonsense. This is madness. This is anarchy. This is, as Alec Guinness would say at the end of the Bridge of the River Kwai, whoever that character was in Bridge of the River Kwai, I forget, but madness, just madness. I mean, how can a studio think, or even the head of a studio think, that they can take a YouTuber to court over what is clearly a fair use video? The Santa Claus video I've seen, and it's what evidence do they have for him in court? I mean, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Bob Thomas, the real name of Bobsheaux for those of you who don't know, Mr. Thomas utilized the footage for Santa Claus under criticism and educational purposes, which falls under fair use. He did not try to monetize the video, and he did not try to gain money from it, and he did not, I repeat, did not in any way try to claim plagiarism and say that the footage was his. I'm pretty sure he would never say it was his, because he would never film a movie that ridiculous, but or that stupid, I should say. But that's beside the point. Anyway, but I really don't want to sort of ramble on, because pretty much there are millions of YouTube videos out there that have talked about this sort of topic that have talked about this topic. I'm really rambling. This is why I use the script. But anyway, this sort of thing has been talked about by several other YouTubers. Some far more successful than me. Again, Channel Awesome, I Hate Everything, Bobsheaux, Your Movie Sucks. But but all I gotta say to you, first of all, I want to give a message to a message to Bob. Bob, if you're watching this, a Raven, basically anyone in my if you're watching this and you're having, and you're still having to go to court even after, this video's been posted, unless the Asylum, sends you, somehow sends you a letter within the next few days or so saying that they're sorry and they're not going to take you to court, which I think would be really nice for you, wouldn't it? But I want to know that I support you, man, and I'm going to stick by you through this, through thick and thin, and I'm going to try to do what I can to help out with this. I mean, I can't promise you I can appear in court in California, but, I'm going to stand by and, support you, hopefully you can get this all straightened out. And to every one of my subscribers out there, if you're having issues, these same issues with fair use and copyright and, and all this nonsense and bullcrap, just know that hopefully YouTube will resolve this soon. Hopefully. I really hope so. Because this nonsense has to end, man. This is ridiculous. And to the Asylum, to YouTube, to Derek Savage, to anyone out there trying to abuse the system, I must ask, why? Why are you abusing this? Why? I'm Brandon Croker, and I'm simply asking the question that everyone else on YouTube has been asking for the past few months, and for years, I'm sure. Where is the fair use? Where is it? Where is the fair use?